Did Breonna Taylor shoot at the cops? The late black woman's boyfriend allegedly told cops this before he changed his story. Somebody's lying. This is the end of hour one of the end of hour two of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Monday, October 5th, 2020. Stay tuned for hour three. I am James Hake with Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, after this coming hour, I host the Hake Report, thehakereport.com/show. And you can also read these Hake News updates on my website as well. Breonna Taylor mess. Far-left sleazy foreign tabloid Daily Mail reports Breonna Taylor's boyfriend said she opened fire on the cops during the police raid before changing his story, according to the now indicted officer's testimony, revealed in secret grand jury recordings. About 20 hours of audio from the grand jury proceedings related to the Breonna Taylor case was released on Friday. Grand juries typically meet in secret, and releasing testimony and other evidence from their proceedings is rare, but the Attorney General said it was in the public interest because there's so much interest from the public. It comes a week after the Kentucky Attorney General, Daniel Cameron, whose office led the investigation, announced no criminal charges were brought against officers. Feels so long ago, except for that one guy. The story goes, officers who had a no-knock warrant testified that they knocked 3 times for up to 90 seconds, 30 to 90 seconds. And it went from gentle knocking to forceful pounding, and identified themselves yelling, "Police!" before saying, "Let's go, let's breach it." And they breached her apartment. At that time, though, a neighbor came out and yelled at them to leave the girl alone. That means they did hear, neighbors did hear them knocking. Neighbors claim they didn't hear it, except for one did. That might have been the neighbor at whom the fired Officer Brett Hankison got heated at. Allegedly, he got heated, meaning he was angry. It's a key issue because the officers said that they opened fire at Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, fired a shot at them. He fired a shot at them. I thought he claimed he only fired a warning shot, yet Mattingly was hit in the leg, Sergeant Mattingly. Walker says that he has claimed that he didn't know who the men were who burst into the home where they were police. Brett Hankison, the cop who was charged with wanton endangerment for firing into other apartments, told investigators that Walker initially said that his girlfriend, Breonna, was the one who opened fire, but the boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, later changed his story and said that he was the one who opened fire. Hankison told investigators that moments after the door was broken down, he saw darkness and then immediate illumination from fire. He thought it was an AR-15 type of rifle. Lieutenant Sean Hoover said, in my opinion, we were ambushed. They knew we were there. I mean, hell, neighbors knew that we were there, said Lieutenant Sean Hoover. That's a quote. Walker's side of the story. This is the boyfriend. Walker told police he and Breonna had just fallen asleep together, not married, in her apartment when they heard banging on the door. Walker told investigators conducting an internal police review that Taylor asked once who was there, and they heard no response. Yeah, right. Walker told police he grabbed his gun, which he said is legally registered, and that Taylor was yelling at the top of her lungs, and I am too at this point. No answer, no response, no nothing. Yeah, right. But that proves that she was not killed in her sleep, liberals. He also said that that's when he let off one shot, but still couldn't see who was there. He said that after he fired his gun, all of a sudden there's a whole lot of shots. This must have been after he changed his story, having accused his girlfriend of shooting at cops. Next thing I know, she's on the ground and the door's busted open and I hear a bunch of yelling and panicking. After 5 minutes after the gunfire erupted and Taylor was shot, her boyfriend dialed 911, interestingly. Strange. According to audio of the call played for the grand jury, Walker told the dispatcher, "Somebody kicked in the door and shot my girlfriend." Walker seemed confused when police interviewed him. He said he didn't know why police would knock on Taylor's door. Maybe because he doesn't belong there at night. By the way, as you know, if you listen to the former Jesse Lee Peterson Show guest, Brandon Tatum, police did not go forward with executing the initial search warrant because they just shot her. I'm James Hake. Now on to Jesse.